I'd like to call the Community Facilities District meeting to order with a select date of 6:10. Time is 5:45. This is a joint meeting of the following Community Facilities Districts. 1, Community Facilities General District Number 1. 2 is Palm Valley Community Facilities District Number 3. 3 is Community Facilities Utilities District Number 1. 4 is Wildflower Ranch Community Facilities District. 5 is Wildflower Ranch Community Facilities District Number 2. 6 is Cottonflower Community Facilities District. 7 is Utreya Mountain Ranch Community Facilities District. 8 is King Ranch Community Facilities District. 9 is Centerra Community Facilities District. And 10 is Cortina Community Facilities District. Everyone is present. So now is the time for citizens who would like to address the CFD board on non-agenda items within the jurisdiction of the board. Are there any speaker cards?
No, Chairman.
Thank you. Does anyone in the audience wish to speak? Then will the district clerk please read consent agenda items number 1 by title only, please?
Number 1, approval of minutes.
Thank you. Does anybody on the board wish to remove an item from the consent agenda? All right. Can I have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda? Do I hear that motion?
So moved. Second.
I heard a motion from Vice Chair Campbell and a second for Board Member Loretano. Roll call vote, please.
Vice Chairman Campbell.
Aye.
Board Member Pizzillo.
Aye.
Board Member Loretano.
Aye.
Board Member Stipp.
Aye.
Board Member Hampton.
Aye.
Board Member Kano.
Aye.
Chairman Lord.
Aye.
The motion carries.
Well, let's go to business. I'd like to remind the board to wait until there is a motion on the table before asking any questions. So we're going to start. The council will hold a public hearing for items 3 through 22 as follows. I am now opening the public hearing for final budgets and tax levies for the Community Facilities District. Finance Manager for Financial Service, Gerald Ackelson, will present items 3 through 22. Gerald?
Good evening, Chair Lord, members of the board. We are tonight to hold a public hearing on the final budgets for the property tax levies for fiscal year 20 for our community facilities districts. I'll refer to those as CFDs going forward. What is a CFD? It's a special purpose district that finance acquires and constructs infrastructure within its geographic borders and then levies a property tax to pay the debt and operations and maintenance on that infrastructure. We have 10 CFDs within the city of Goodyear. They're separate political subdivisions. However, the mayor and council serves as the board of each of those. So I am standing before you tonight. We'll hit some highlights on some of the numbers within these community facilities districts. As taxing districts, their valuation is an important number. Most of them are seeing an increase of 5 to 7%. We have a few outliers, Estrella Mountain Ranch at 15% due to residential growth there. Then we also have the Goodyear Utilities and the Palm Valley districts that are seeing double-digit increases due to non-residential growth along the 303 between Camelback and Indian School roads. The combined levy amounts are fluctuating mostly with the debt service payments in each. Again, you'll notice that Estrella Mountain Ranch, we're seeing a double-digit increase. We'll talk a little bit more about that on the next slide. Goodyear Utilities District is decreasing by 9% in line with the debt service payments in that district. Next, we'll take a look at the rates. All of the rates are either maintaining what they were in 2019 or decreasing. You see a decrease in the Goodyear Utilities and Palm Valley equal to what we saw in their increase in their assessed value. As their value goes up, their rate can come down to pay their debt service payments. You'll notice Estrella Mountain Ranch is staying steady at $1.30. We have an agreement with the developer in that area to hold that rate at $1.30. If that does not generate enough property tax to pay for the debt service, the developer Newland pays a contribution to make up that difference. For the upcoming fiscal year 2020, that's expected to be just over $142,000. The budgets you see are increasing mostly due to debt service payments. You'll notice that Centerra and Goodyear General are increasing by double-digit amounts. We have some fund balance that we need to spend down to get within state requirements. The elephant in the room that I'm avoiding is the Estrella Mountain Ranch, increasing by 200%. We issued bonds for the Lucero Special Assessment District a couple of months ago, $7.3 million. We will be purchasing infrastructure from the developer Newland. $7.3 million of infrastructure purchase is expected to occur in the first quarter of fiscal year 2020, which is why we're seeing the increase in the budget for the upcoming year. Tonight, we'll be conducting this public hearing, and then we will adopt the final budgets and property tax levies. And with that, are there any questions?
Thank you. Are there any speaker cards?
No, Chairman.
Would anybody in the audience like to speak? Then I'm going to close the public hearing. And will the district, will the district clerk please read the 10 resolutions by title only approving the final budgets of the 10 community facilities district?
3, adoption of the Community Facilities General District Number 1 final budget for fiscal year 2020. 4, adoption of the Palm Valley Community Facilities District Number 3 final budget for fiscal year 2020. 5, adoption of the Community Facilities Utilities District Number 1 final budget for fiscal year 2020. 6, adoption of the Wildflower Ranch Community Facilities District final budget for fiscal year 2020. 7, adoption of the Wildflower Ranch Community Facilities District Number 2 final budget for fiscal year 2020. 8, adoption of the Cotton Flower Community Facilities District final budget for fiscal year 2020. 9, adoption of the Estrella Mountain Ranch Community Facilities District final budget for fiscal year 2020. 10, adoption of the King Ranch Community Facilities District final budget for fiscal year 2020. 11, adoption of the Centerra Community Facilities District final budget for fiscal year 2020. And 12, adoption of the Cortina Community Facilities District final budget for fiscal year 2020.
Thank you. May I have a motion, a second, to adopt the resolutions associated with items 3 through 12, adopting the final budgets for the 10 community facilities district? Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I believe I heard a motion from Board Member Loretano and a second from Board Member Pizzillo. Was that correct?
Vice Mayor.
All right, let's correct that. The second was by Vice Chair Campbell. All right, roll call vote, please.
Vice
I missed
Chairman
something?
Campbell, any discussion? Was there going to be discussion on the vote?
Yes, I thought I heard Board Member Loretano's voice, but it was Vice Chair's voice.
Yes, and it's an error on my part, Mayor. I did not put open for discussion on your script. So in case there was any discussion for, any
can't
questions
hear
for
the words.
Jared?
Any discussion?
Okay, all right. Open for discussion? No discussion. Roll call vote.
Vice Chairman Campbell.
Aye.
Board Member Loretano.
Aye.
Board Member Stipp.
Aye.
Board Member Hampton.
Aye.
Board Member Kano.
Aye.
Board Member Pizzillo.
Aye.
Chairman Lord.
Aye.
The motion carries.
All right, thank you. Will the district clerk please read the 10 resolutions by title, only approving the individual tax levies within the 10 community facilities districts?
13, adoption of the Community Facilities General District Number 1 tax levy for fiscal year 2020. 14, adoption of the Palm Valley Community Facilities District Number 3 tax levy for fiscal year 2020. 15, adoption of the Community Facilities Utilities District Number 1 tax levy for fiscal year 2020. 16, adoption of the Wildflower Community Facilities District tax levy for fiscal year 2020. 17, adoption of the Wildflower Ranch Community Facilities District Number 2 tax levy for fiscal year 2020. 18, adoption of the Cotton Flower Community Facilities District tax levy for fiscal year 2020. 19, adoption of the Estrella Mountain Ranch Community Facilities District tax levy for fiscal year 2020. 20, adoption of the King Ranch Community Facilities District tax levy for fiscal year 2020. 21, adoption of the Centerra Community Facilities District tax levy for fiscal year 2020. And 22, adoption of the Cortina Community Facilities District tax levy for fiscal year 2020.
Thank you. May I have a motion, a second, to adopt the resolutions associated with items 13 through 22, adopting the tax levies for the 10 community facilities district? Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I heard a motion from Board Member Kano and a second from Board Member Pizzillo. Did I get that right? Or Board Member Stipp? Thank you. You want me to give discussion on this? There's nothing written on this. So board members, any discussion on this? Thank you then. I'll ask for a roll call vote, please.
Vice Chairman Campbell.
Aye.
Board Member Stipp.
Aye.
Board Member Hampton.
Aye.
Board Member Kano.
Aye.
Board Member Pizzillo.
Aye.
Board Member Loretano.
Aye.
Chairman Lord.
Aye.
The motion carries.
All right. So we'll now, well, it's not quite 6 o'clock, City Clerk, but can we
You're fine.
go ahead and go into that? So with no further business to discuss, this meeting is adjourned. and then I would like to start the regular meeting, so I'm going to call it and have the pre-meeting video will begin.
On both non-agenda and agenda items, select a speaker card in order to address the City Council. Please hand in your completed card to the City Clerk before the start of the meeting. If the meeting